All right, next question. Start with the question sentence. We're asking here, how many markers are placed in total? Okay, so let's understand what's going on here. It says a marathon course is 3 miles long, and markers are placed every 310 feet along the path. So, how many markers are placed in total? So, everyone, for anybody here who feels like the numbers are making you a little more anxious than the actual information, this is what I would give you as some advice. I would understand the overall story. And here's what the story is saying. The story is saying we have a marathon course and we're placing markers at fixed lengths along the path. If that doesn't make sense, allow me to illustrate. Let's say we have the marathon course at the start going all the way to the end. And what we're doing here is every 310 feet or every little jump here, we're going to do a tick or a marker. So one here, another one, every 310 feet. So if you just take a look at the number line that I so masterfully drew, you're going to notice that we're trying to see how many of these markers we can fit on the marathon course. Everyone, before we do the actual calculation, what operation does that look like to you? How many markers can we fit on the course? Yeah, we're dividing here, everybody. We're dividing. So watch this. We have 3 miles right over here, divided by the markers at every 310 feet. When we take a look at this, my friends, is this consistent? Is this consistent? No. Right, we need to have the same units. These are both measures of distance. Miles and feet are both distance. So we can't divide them by each other. That's not going to work. Let's convert. I'm going to convert the miles into feet. So this is where we have to be ready with that formula, with that conversion information, which is 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. So when we look at this, everybody, to convert from miles big to feet small, big unit to a small unit, yeah, we're going to go ahead and multiply by that 5,280. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do that. Booyah right there, everybody. 5,280 multiplied by 3. 0 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Then from there, we have 5 times 3, which is 15. So there's the math we're doing. 15,840. We're doing that divided by 310. So now we're ready to get to work. Now we're good to go. Everybody, do we understand the calculation that we're now about to do? Before we do it, we just wanted to divide the course by 310 feet, but we just had to turn the miles into feet first. That was the only big crazy thing. Because now that we have this, now we're set to divide, and we can give ourselves a little bit of a break before we get started on the calculation too. The little break that I'm talking about is getting rid of the 0 here at the end of both values. That's just like saying dividing 10 out of both to simplify this just a little bit. Because now we're dealing with 1584 divided by 31. And that's a little more bearable, slightly more bearable. And so what I'll do is now I'll go ahead, set up that long division, and finish things up. Here we go. 31 going into 1584. Everybody, 31 doesn't go into 1, doesn't go into 5, but how many times might 31 go into 158? How many times might that be? Yeah, that might be just around 5 times. Just about 5 times. Because we can go ahead and guess and check, no problem. Let's go ahead and try that out. 31 times 5. 1 times 5, that's 5. 3 times 5, that's 15. So yeah, very close. Subtract the 155, and we've got ourselves 3 left over. From there, we drop the 4. Everybody, how many times does 31 go into 34? Yeah, just once. Just once. I don't care what the remainder is, everybody. We were asking how many markers are being placed in total. We are able to get 51 markers placed until we run out of room. The extra 3 feet that we have is not enough. It's not enough. We don't have enough to add in a 52nd, and there's no answer here, no answer choice for a 52nd. So even when we calculated that 5 right here, I already knew that the answer was B. It's a 5 in the tens place. There's only one answer with a 5 in the tens place. That's only a tens place value. So there we go. The correct answer here is going to be B, 51 markers.